Welcome back. True to the advocacy of They Call Me Coach, we want to give exposure and allow the audience to meet the younger coaches. Coaches who we don't really see often. They're not in the PBA, they're not in the big leagues, but they are doing the noble job of coaching our younger players who we all know are the future of Philippine basketball. One such coach we have this evening. We're very proud to have him. He just won his first ever title for the Ateneo Blue Eaglets in the last UAAP Juniors Championships, Coach Joe Silva. Welcome to the show, Coach Joe.
Thank you for having me, Coach. It's a pleasure having me.
Yeah, well, unang-una, you know, we've all been in this situation before. How does it feel? What's it, 3 days since that victory? Ano pakiramdam mo?
Actually, I'm still speechless. I'm still
Medyo shock ka pa.
Yeah, I'm still in shock. I'm still in cloud nine. It's only been 3 days, so I'm still soaking everything in.
Yeah, I remember, to all those who don't know, I myself started my coaching career with the Ateneo Eaglets, and to win that first championship, that's really special. Yes, and you know, we could have the we could do a job of introducing you to the people and telling the audience your background, but I thought it best to hear it from you yourself. Give us a brief background of Coach Joe Silva and how he got here.
Coach. Basically, I went to Ateneo for high school. I graduated 1998. I was on the same team with PBA stars like Larry Fonasher, Paulo Bugia, and of course, everybody knows PJ Manalo. Unfortunately, syempre, I was on the bench, so I was watching them play. Maybe that's where I got an eye on coaching. So after that, I went to Ateneo College, but then medyo I had bad grades, so I wasn't able to make the team.
Yeah.
I was on Team B instead. So that was what got me into coaching. My first coaching job was with Epoch Kimpo when he was still a player in 2001 in the Passerelle League. He got me as an assistant coach because we were teammates. We were in the same training pool together. So that was my first assistant coach. After that, when I graduated, Coach Jamaic already got me for the UAAP Juniors.
For those who don't know, Passerelle is grade school, di ba?
Yes.
The Ateneo grade school team.
13 and under, 14 and under.
Okay.
Yes.
And then after that stint, kinuha ka na ni Coach Jamaic sa Ateneo Juniors na.
Yes, because Coach Jamaic was my coach in 1998, along with Coach Arias Papachaga.
Binisto mo naman. Daddy Coach. So that was already the UAP. You were assistant coach in the UAP Juniors.
2005. Yeah.
And then how long did you serve as his assistant?
I served as assistant until 2010 when he had to leave for Talk and Text as an assistant coach. After that, I took over Blue Eaglets.
Yeah. Well, to those who don't know, part of my lookout really and my objective, even when I was coaching in the professional ranks, we always kept an eye out for the younger coaches. And Coach Jamaic Karin was one of those coaches. We really liked the work he did with the juniors. And I thought in my Talk and Text team, we needed a pressing defense. And so we felt Coach Jamaic was perfect. So we hired Coach Jamaic in Talk and Text as one of the assistants in 2010. And you stepped in. And that was basically 2011 na yun.
Yes, 2011.
So, you know, for the first 3 seasons, it didn't go too well. Can you tell us a little bit about the difficulties of those?
First season, after the season of Kiefer Ravena, Von Pesumal, that was a strong team. Around 4 or 5 were left. So it was really a tough season. We ended 4th place.
So masyadong rookies.
Yes, masyadong rookies. And I think 80% of our offense and 80% of our defense stemmed from those that graduated with, previously.
Okay.
The next year, we encountered, actually, we were supposed to go to the finals, but we were number 4. We faced a number 1 FEU team. We beat them the first game. We were supposed to beat them. We were leading the second game sa 3rd period until Jerry Pingoy
took over.
Yeah, took over.
Yeah. That's why Jerry Pingoy found himself in Ateneo. And then the next year?
Well, last year, we actually made it to the finals. We had 3rd year Ravena, we had Aaron Black, we had a very, very deep team. But again, the NU Bullpups were really strong.
Let's see, Kana.
Yeah, led by Hubert Cani.
Gakani,
Yeah,
yes, yeah. Well, and I hope you don't mind, but it comes a time in every coach's career or life, especially the younger coaches, when you encounter, defeat after defeat. This is 3 seasons, and for those who don't know, the pressure on Ateneo Juniors high school basketball is tremendous. It's as if you have to win every single year. Getting to the finals isn't even enough, di ba?
Yes.
Would you agree for Ateneo
Yes,
high school basketball? Did any doubts creep into your mind? Were you starting to question
Actually,
yourself?
the start of this year, the start of this year, there were a lot of doubts already. Especially since during the season, my mother passed away. Start of finals, so it was really hard to grieve and coach at the same time. So I just told myself, I'll finish my year because that's my contract. I'll finish my year. Whatever happens, I'll leave it up to the Lord. So that's what I said to myself. I'll just enjoy coaching this year. I'll just leave everything up to the Lord, and let's see whatever happens. If we win a championship, maybe there's a chance that I can. It's coaching really. Is for me.
How was the school management and administration in this time?
Well,
How were they to you?
They were of course supportive, but of course in a way, especially in Ateneo. I mean,
Okay, let's
alumni.
just call a spade a spade.
Yeah,
Sa
yeah.
problema sa Ateneo, alumni talaga ang
Alumni
problema.
and management, yes.
I'm an alumnus, of course, but of course,
So, of course, indirectly, there's always the pressure, there's always the clamor, to win. So
Yes.
it's really tough.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
How did you get through it? Were you able to, was there a support system that came in, or assistant
Yes.
coaches, family,
Actually,
or people?
with the help of my family first, and support group, assistant coaches, together with the program head, basketball program, and Coach Shandy, we decided to, stick together. Whatever happens, make or break, let this year be the last. If we win, the better. If not, siguro.
Did those 3 years of futility have any impact on your approach to the game, your philosophy, how you coach the team this year?
Yes, it really did.
Okay, like for example.
Well, the past 3 years, we were loaded offensively. And I really wanted to to veer away from Coach Jamaica's system because people would say, galing kay, kasi Coach
Yes,
Jamaica
yes,
yan,
yes.
and ganyan. I mean, I don't understand because you're coach. So, I really wanted to make my own identity, to make my own name. After last year's finals, Coach Jamaica texted me, he called me. Sabi niya, Coach Joe, I know who you are. Bring it back to who we were before. Bring it back to who you really are. So let's bring back Blue Eaglets basketball. That's what he texted. Because in his time, it was pressing defense, it was
Yes.
change up, speed. So that's what I did this year.
So what is Blue Eagles basketball?
Well, for me, it's all about 40 minutes of hard-nosed defense. It's all about sharing the ball, but most importantly, it's all about discipline.
Yes, well, we all know that if you don't have good grades,
Yes.
you have to be a student first before you can play for the Ateneo Blue Eaglets for any of our basketball teams. Coach Joe, when you had that realization and you coached this year, according to who you are, bringing back Blue Eaglets basketball, did it get easier? Was it more fun?
Before the season started, sabi ko, whatever happens now, at least I can say that I won't second guess myself because the past 2 years I've been second guessing. Dapat pala ganito yung ginawa ko. Dapat pala ganito. At least at the end of the day, if I won or lose this season, at least I could say
your own way,
yes,
yeah.
Yes.